offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Pacheco once again. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's first and goal. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Deontay Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. This is first and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
Herbert. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to avoid defensively. Here's 4th and long. They snap it to Herbert. St. Brown on the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. How about the call to come with a blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Herbert to throw. And Allen's got it. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And he's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So in a teaching moment here, overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past,
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
102 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. A handoff now for Pacheco. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Again, it's Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. Well, with these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. They get them to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
43! 43!
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Well, he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT.
decide this one to rush